Hey YouTube, it's your girl Soul's Purpose, back with another video. Yes. So I want to come on here and talk about, I want to add on to like me talking about or just having conversations or just, I don't know, whatever comes to my mind about, but I just told myself, I'm like, hey, let me just, there's some things that happen in my life or that I see in everyday life that kind of goes with this Saturn retrograde in Aquarius. So I wanted to come on here and kind of bounce off my last video that I made about the Saturn in Aquarius when I was outside. So I remember I was watching this beautiful woman's tarot channel, and she had said something about resisting. She had said something about resisting change. And when we find ourselves resisting change, sorry, I'm watching TV, but when we find ourselves resisting change, or just resisting things in life or resisting a situation, I'll say not everything, but like I can't say the word, particularly when it comes to maybe going to school or starting a business or becoming friends with somebody or getting into a relationship or leaving a relationship, then that's something that we should go towards. And I love that when she said that. And I was like really thinking about that. I'm like, okay, when we resist, that means that it's something there. It's a message there. It's something that we need to realize and dive deep on why am I having this wall or this no, I wouldn't say this restriction. Why am I having this restriction at this time of making this choice? And it's not that it's not the restriction that's causing you to okay, I'm restricted, there's resistance, maybe I should just ignore it, maybe I should just walk away from it, maybe I should just leave it alone. No. When she says this is something that you should go towards, I was like, okay. I remember a time in my life. I mean, there's been many times in my life, and I'm just gonna give an example. I was dealing with someone, and I was going through my healing journey. I'm also a Reiki master, so I was doing Reiki on myself, and Reiki changes you. Like, it when it clears your chakras, it helps you identify things. But even before I did Reiki, right? Even before I did Reiki on myself, I was having this, you know, this voice within me, like, you're not supposed to be in this situation. You're supposed to be in hermit mode by yourself. You're supposed to be, dealing and healing from this last situation that you was in. So I didn't listen to that. I was like, okay, maybe I could just work on this situation and, for us both and keep moving forward in this situation. And it was easier for me to stay. It was easier for me to stay in this situation than leave. When we literally find ourselves not restricted, but like resisting a situation or resisting to move forward, or just something just restraining us from continuing. It can be with a relationship, and I can give an example with a relationship. We can say JoJo's in a relationship with Casey, okay? JoJo's in a relationship with Casey, okay? So JoJo find himself kind of like, I don't know about this. I kind of feel weird. I kind of feel, I don't know. Maybe it's just butterflies. That's probably what I'm feeling. It's just butterflies. But really it's his intuition telling him, hey, dude, This is not for you. You need to leave this situation. When we feel the resistance to stay, that's when we need to leave, or that's when we need to walk away, or that's when we need to really sit down with ourselves and be like, is this what I really want? When we feel that like something that just, it doesn't feel smooth sailing, we need to really pay attention to that, because it's something there. Even when I was married, before I married this dude, my intuition was telling me, don't do it. It didn't say don't do it, but I was feeling it. But I thought it was butterflies. I thought I'm just nervous. It's my first time getting married. I'm just nervous. No, it was my intuition telling me I was making the wrong choice. I kept second guessing. I kept, and I was like, I kept telling myself, oh, maybe I'm just getting cold feet, or maybe it's just butterflies, or maybe I'm just nervous. No, it was my intuition telling me you're making the wrong choice. So there was resistance in that. Okay, there was resistance. I could have fled the altar. I could have ran away. I could have just stopped it right there, but I kept going. It was easy. I feel like it was easier for me to go, to keep, to, fulfill the marriage, or keep going, marrying this person, than it was to walk away. And we find ourselves as individuals doing that. Now, when it comes to making a big choice in our life or changing in our life, it's hard to change, and change is resistance. Change is resistance. Because when we don't change, or there was something too, she had also said something too, but it was on a tarot card. This woman who wrote this on a tarot card, she said that when we resist change, when we resist change, we resist life, or we don't go towards life. We don't allow life to open up to us, or we just walk away from life. We just stop it all right then and there. Like, I don't care. I'm not finna change. And we need change. The world is changing all the time around us. Nature always changes. You see the seasons change. You see the flowers close up. You see the leaves fall off the trees. When I don't know where y'all watching this from, but where I am, when it's fall, the leaves fall off the trees look like they're finna die. Everything look gloomy in the fall. Then we have winter, and then we have spring, then we have summer. If the seasons change, if our own bodies change, if our age change, what makes us different, our minds different, in saying that I ain't finna do it. But I understand it's scary. It's scary. It is scary to go towards change, because we don't know what's on the other side. We don't know what's in that unknown. But if we allow spirit to guide us, let me say this. The change is there for a reason. If it wasn't time for you to change, you will be at the same place, the same time, not the same time, but you have to be at the same place in your life, still doing the same thing, still the same person who you was a few years ago, if it wasn't time for you to change. But that change happened, that you getting out that relationship, that resistance of you leaving that relationship, for you to change, because something else was better. Someone else was, God or your spirit team wanted to give you someone else better. Or your spirit team wanted you to heal. They didn't want you to be in a relationship at that time. You had to lose that job because your spirit team saw that job wasn't worthy of your time, your energy anymore. So it was time for you to change. And then I bet some of y'all, once you changed, or once you went with the flow, doors started opening up. you realize you wasn't the same person you was, and you sit there and say, wow, I've changed so much. I have these moments all the time. I sit here and say, I've changed so much in my life. I believe this is my third awakening. I had an awakening when I was a little girl. I had an awakening when I was a teen, and now I'm having my third awakening. And I believe I had 2 dark nights of souls over the period of my life. But that's what I wanted to talk about. Stop resisting the change, because when there's resistance, then you need to sit down and ask yourself, is this resistance saying something to me? Is it speaking something to me? Like, am I supposed to be going towards this resistance and allow the change to happen? You just don't know until you actually allow the resistance, allow the change to happen. I hope I'm making sense. Another thing too, along with this topic, talking about the Saturn retrograde, like I said before, Saturn is the planet of karma, lessons, past lives, discipline. Okay? Discipline. And with Aquarius is a sign of expressing thyself, being the real you. Aquarius is an innovator. Aquarius is a sign of the intellect. Aquarius is not afraid of being him or herself, expressing who you are, being true to who you are. So what this means for Saturn, again, in order for you to have this business, in order for you to be this person, get these blessings that you want in your life, there's going to have to be some change, baby. It has to be some change. You can't move forward in your life without changing. If you feel that resistance there, and I'm going to make it clear to you. If you feel some type of resistance, if you trying to maybe, I don't know what, like maybe with me, okay, I'm doing my website, right? I'm getting my website together. And along with my website, okay, maybe I might okay, I feel like I'm not ready for it yet, but my spirit team is telling me, no, we want you to create this website. We want you to do this. But I'm constantly complaining about having money, or I'm just giving an example, constantly complaining about what I'm going to do. I don't want to work this 9-to-5 job no more. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of that. Okay, if you don't want to work this 9-to-5 job, then something's going to have to change. You're going to have to put your best foot forward and take that leap of faith and finish that website. That is change. Oh, well, I'm not used to that. I'm kind of nervous, or I don't know what people going to think of me, or what my family going to think of me by doing this certain thing or having this certain business. Why shouldn't it even matter about what your family think? If you're supposed to be doing this certain thing, you're supposed to be doing this certain thing. You allowing yourself to change, that's when the blessings start to come in. Okay? So with this Saturn in Aquarius, it's trying to teach us also to accept who we are and accept who we are and accept what the universe is trying to teach us to be, according to our coding, according to our life path, according to our birth chart, according to what our spirit was sent here to do on this earth. So I'm trying to remember what all I had to say. It's kind of late, so I'm trying to remember what all I had to say. I think that's it. I hope I'm making sense to this, but But that's it. That's all I have to say. Soaking this Aquarius, Saturn Aquarius. I don't know. I just love this energy right now. I just, I just really, really, really love this energy right now. So I'm enjoying the Saturn in Aquarius retrograde because, again, it's teaching us how to get out there and show the world the real us and make a change. And Aquarius is all about change. It's humanitarian zodiac sign. And what can you do to make a change? What can you do to make something different? How can you, like I said before, how can you be different? Sit down with yourself and ask yourself, if there's resistance, ask yourself, why is this resistance here? Why is it such a struggle with, why is it such a struggle with, what I want to say, why is it such a struggle with leaving that job? It's easier to stay somewhere than it is to leave. If that situation is too toxic, the resistance is going to be there, and the relationship is going to keep getting more chaotic, more chaotic, more chaotic until you make the change to leave. But all right, that's all I say. All right, peace.